Well, I think we just all feel very helpless when you're in that situation. And I think there needs to be some definite rules set us and it's not just special ed children that are acting out.
A retired Fargo school employee is breaking the silence on how often violence in the classroom impacts your child's education.
Employees say they feel abandoned by school administration. We've told you about numerous cases in recent weeks of student outbursts leading staff to seek medical treatment. One case even led one woman to a stress-induced heart attack.
Violent classroom outbursts directed at educators have recently become a source of contention between the Fargo School District and its teachers union. Valley News Team's Ashley Bishop investigates why some in the education industry are now calling violence in the classroom a silent epidemic.
One Fargo woman wants to shine a light on this issue, but has asked us to conceal her identity because she fears retaliation. We will refer to her as Jill. She dealt with elementary school students and says students' outbursts involve more than just children with special needs.
Anything from swearing, being kicked, being bit, being spit on.
Jill worked in a Fargo elementary school as a paraprofessional for over 20 years. What was it like going to work? Were you scared to go to work?
I was. It was like a battleground every day.
Jill says she filled out many incident forms over the years, but nothing changed.
You know, there were children that would throw chairs.
She recently retired, but felt she had to speak out because the problem is getting worse.
And I knew I had to say something and not be fearful anymore. And so I hope this will result in a change for the school district. It can't continue the way it is.
Jill says staff was told when a student had an outburst, you can only restrain them when they hurt themselves or others. But many staff members would leave work with injuries.
It could be something that you told them, oh, you can't do this, and that would be enough to set them off.
She adds the incidents happen frequently, and staff was told to not discuss it.
It got to the point where we were scared, and I know that anybody that still works for the school district will not speak out because they're afraid for their jobs.
Do you think the school district kind of intimidates people to not talk about these outside of the school, not talk about these issues, that this is normal?
I felt that.
Jill, along with others in the education industry, say the school districts want to keep these issues quiet. So how bad is it? We got access to over 4 years worth of data from Fargo Public Schools. In 2012-2013 school year, 95 incidents occurred that caused an injury to a staff member. 5 of those sought medical attention. The number nearly doubles in the 2015-2016 school year with 187 incidents and 11 people seeking medical attention.
Has there been an uptick in recent years of behaviors where they escalate to a point of where some people get harmed? Yeah, I would say that that has been a trend in the last few years.
Fargo School Superintendent Jeff Schatz says their district is doing a better job of tracking these issues, and their numbers reflect severe and minor incidents. He says the district has brought in more training and that these situations are tricky.
There really is no zero tolerance policy for something like that because every incident and every situation is different.
As for the claim of abandonment and intimidation, Schatz disagrees.
And if the district intimidates them to not speak out about these issues because it's kind of normal, what do you say to that?
I would say that that is something that certainly is not projected from the district, in that if employees are concerned, they're free to talk to their administrators, to work with their administrators to address those issues.
Schatz adds additional training and better incident tracking system is coming to schools, but as recent reports make it sound like the schools are running wild.
It makes it sound like there's just this pervasive violent environment, and it just is not true.
But I think of sending them to school one of the safest places there would ever be. And it's not that way. And I don't know if it's at all the schools. I can only tell you the experiences that I had.
The Fargo Education Association, the local teachers union, says they've pushed for classroom safety protocols in their recent contract negotiations. They say the challenge their group, along with others in the education industry, face is that this is new territory with no clear-cut answer. Mike?
All right, Ashley, this isn't just a Fargo school issue. Neighboring districts also encounter the same type of behavior. To see the numbers from West Fargo and Moorhead, click on this story on our website at valleynewslive.com.